Okay, what's up YouTube? My name is Galen and this is Galen's Gadgets. I want to thank you guys so much for joining the channel today. Today, as you can see, I have the brand new Google Pixel 11 Pro XL. I decided to pick this up because I got an awesome trade-in deal for it, and I really didn't want to go for the Fold 8 yet. I was really debating on this and a Pixel device, and I haven't had Pixel in a few years, so I decided to go with the 11 Pro XL. So I already recorded an unboxing video. Definitely check that out in my YouTube shorts if you have not already. But today I'm just going to be doing a basic, just like first impressions of the device. It may be a little setup because I saw Google advertising how easy this device is to set up. So let's just get to it. While the unboxing experience itself didn't feel that premium, I will say this is definitely one of the most premium feeling devices I've ever owned. This definitely just gives like iPhone Pro like type feel. It just really feels like very glassy and cold. It just feels like it's made out of just super premium materials. And I love the color on this. I got the olive variant. It's a really nice shade of green. But what really makes this stick out to me is just the accents, the gold accents all around the railing, and you get it around the camera bump as well. I just think that looks like absolutely amazing. The new camera bump design I think is pretty clean too. It just really like stands out to me. Sticks out a lot from the phone. It's really thick, and then the camera devices just go all the way across. Nothing really interrupts it except for this new highlight feature. This is going to change colors for certain notifications from messages as well as using Google Gemini. Okay, so now I'm just going to go through the setup process. I won't show you guys the whole thing, but one thing Google advertised in their keynote is just how simple it is to set this up. So as you can see, I'm on the first screen now. We're just going to go ahead. We have a Pixel or Android device, and I'm going to scan the QR code and set up from my OnePlus 15. Okay, so now I got everything paired up. All I had to do is scan a QR code. I didn't even have to like put any of my Wi-Fi information or anything like that in. I just had to put in the pin to the phone or the Okay guys, so I'm still in the setup process. All I have to do is just scan this QR code and then put in the pin that I have from my OnePlus 15, and it automatically sent me to the screen where I can copy all the data. So I'm just going to do the express option, copy, and it says it should take less than 20 minutes. Okay, so unfortunately I got this error message basically saying that the wireless transfer did not complete fully, so it asked me to take the cord out of the box that came with my Pixel, and I'm going to connect that to my OnePlus, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. So now I just want to go over some of the UI. Overall, I really have always loved the way Pixel does software. It's just really user-friendly, and with the implementation of AI, you'll definitely be able to get things done a lot faster on your phone, in my opinion. So swiping down, you get your notifications per usual. And here are those little quick toggles. That's how those look. I'll probably customize those. I'll do a customization video of my Pixel eventually as well. Swiping up gives you an app drawer. And I didn't realize like how advanced the search got here. So let me type in Pixel. So just typing in Pixel, I wanted to go through my Pixel app. I'll show you that in a minute. But you see like it pulls up my emails. It's probably going to pull up messages in which I said Pixel and different things like that, which I think is really friendly or very user friendly. It's going to help me get things done a lot faster. Swiping to the right sends you to your Google Feed page, which I'm always a fan of. I scroll through this quite often. And yeah, that's pretty much it, just in terms of like your basic UI. The app drawer is very basic. Just scroll through that. And yeah, another thing I wanted to cover is the My Pixel app. Again, I haven't had a Pixel since the 8 Pro, so I'm not sure if this app launched after the 8 Pro came out or if it did during. It's just been a while since I've gotten a new Pixel. And I really like this My Pixel app. So you get like a dashboard for your phones. So there's my Pixel 11 Pro XL, and then there's my 8 Pro. But the useful part to me was just these tips. It has a whole section of tips. This is basically the setup process, that get settled in section. And then your new Pixel, I believe these are going to be pretty new and exclusive to the 11 Pro XL. So here are a few of the new features. So I'm really curious about this magic capture. I'm really curious to see how well this works. I use AI a lot, and this basically creates a video for you, or you record the video and then it will select the best moments and turn them into pictures. So you'll be able to get pictures and videos in one when using that magic capture. Camera looks is also something I'm curious about. I'm curious to see which profile I prefer. Definitely going to be testing that out and updating you guys on that. Basically, it's just a few different filters or color profiles that you can use directly from your camera instead of having to go into a third-party app and doing it after you take pictures. You could just get everything done at once, basically. Google Highlight, again, that is the little dot on the back here. I tried to experiment with it, but you can't really see it on my camera anyway. Let me actually try from this angle. No, you still can't really see it, but yeah, it's glowing blue right now. You just can't see it. Okay guys, so I'm going to wrap this video up now. Overall, I am super excited about this Pixel 11 Pro XL. I'm really curious to see just like what I could get done with this phone, if it increases my productivity at all, mainly because there is a lot of AI baked into this phone. There was not a lot in the 8 Pro just because AI wasn't as popular back then, and they did not like have a processor that had as much AI capabilities as this phone does. And I'm very curious to see what the camera is like as well. There are some big updates to the camera sensors of the 11 Pro XL, so I'm very curious to see how that performance is, as well as test out some of the new camera features such as that magic capture. I'm also curious to see what the battery life on this phone will be like. I saw some really interesting battery tests lately and it was very positive, so hopefully this could last me maybe like even like close to my OnePlus 15, because that phone is a battery beast. So yeah, I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I'm definitely going to wrap this video up. If you have any questions or any things that you want to see in a video with this 11 Pro XL, let me know.